Do you know the stats on dating apps? Did you know that 75% of Tinder's users are male? Yes, you heard that right. 75%. And we're not just talking about Tinder. We're talking about Field, Bumble, Hinge, OkCupid. The stats don't lie. Now, I've been dabbling a little bit on the dating apps for market research. And let me tell you, it is tough out there. The competition is fierce for you boys. I fully acknowledge that. So before you get on a dating app, whether it's for casual sex or a relationship, you gotta make sure you are bringing your A game before you go out hunting, all right? Now, I'm a woman who receives around 150 likes an hour on these apps. So I am speaking from experience when I say that women don't have time for nonsense or time wasters. So if you're not ready, we are just gonna swipe left. I just wanna make a side note. I know that us women have our fair share of work to do as well. We are not off the hook, and it takes two to dance. But in this video, we're focusing on you. I don't wanna hear any whining in the comments on how, men have to do all the work. Not today. This isn't about blame. This is about showing up better. Now, some of the things I'm about to share with you, maybe you're hearing them for the first time, or maybe you've heard them 100 times before. And if you have, there's a reason for that, because they're probably true. If you're rolling your eyes and thinking to yourself like, I've heard this, I already know all this, then I really want you to sit and ask yourself, but am I actually doing it though? Starting with this. Get clear on what you actually want. This sounds super simple, but most people actually skip this. Are you looking for a relationship? Are you looking for a hookup? Are you looking for validation? Are you looking for emotional support from a stranger because you just gone through something heavy? Be honest with yourself, because if you go into this confused, chances are you're gonna confuse this shit out of other people too. And this is where ghosting, drama, and disappointment happens. I can't even tell you the amount of stories I've heard, the amount of personal lived experiences I've had with people on dating apps where you think everything is going great, and then an hour before you're supposed to meet, you get some kind of text message, person starting to choke out, they just heard from their ex, they're an emotional wreck. I know breakups suck, okay, but you gotta give yourself time to heal and process. And you know what? If you are looking for support from an emotional stranger, that doesn't make sense. If you're looking for emotional support from a stranger, put that in your bio, because chances are you are also going to meet a poor soul who is also going through something heavy. And you know what? You could probably be a really great comfort for each other during that time. I've definitely had some very special flings in my life where we were both kind of going through something, and we knew it wouldn't amount to anything. We both weren't looking for that, but we were a great source of comfort for each other during that time, and still friends today. So yeah, just be honest and get a clear idea on what it is that you are actually looking for so you can invite those people into your life. Number 2, learn how to communicate like a grown-ass human. Master the art of good conversation. Now, if the last message you sent was WID, or if you're in an app and your opening liner is hi, lowercase h, how are you? This one is for you. Before you get on a dating app, try and brush up a little bit on your basic flirting, your small talk, asking good questions, and being present in conversation. Women want to feel seen. I can tell you that if the first message I get on a dating app is, hi, how are you? 100% of the time, I don't respond, ever. You need actual lines. Look at her bio, look at her photos, and no, don't tell her right off the bat how cute she is. You can always save that for later. Make smart, specific observations about something she's doing or something that you've noticed. Show me that you've paid attention. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about putting in the effort. But let's be honest, sometimes guys can really suck at flirting, and it's a real struggle. I asked my Patreon members what they thought, and 50% of them said that the area they struggle the most with is flirting and small talk when it comes to dating. But I have good news for you, because these are skills you can actually learn with time effort, practice, and experience. And this is where my girl Marnie comes in. Marnie is a renowned dating expert for men with a massive YouTube channel that is dedicated to helping men improve their dating lives. She uses her science-backed flirting method called the F formula, which has helped tens of thousands of men worldwide build the confidence that they need and attract the woman that they want. This is not for the guys who are content on being alone forever. This is for the ones who are finally ready to give up their flirting failures and have the experiences with the woman that they deserve. So if you're not taking any action now, you're just setting yourself up to be left behind while the others are grabbing the opportunities that you are too scared to take. So even if you think a girl may be out of your league or maybe she's not interested in you, the F formula will show you step by step what to do, how to get a woman to be interested in you, to engage in conversation with you, to escalate with you, to date you, to respect you, to want to be with you. And no, you don't need to look like a model or have $1 million. With the F formula, those things aren't necessary. And because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they are offering my viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click the first link in the description below and you will get an exclusive preview for free of the F formula. And if you decide to join the full program, they are also offering you an extra 20% off. So if you're tired at failing at flirting and being stuck on the sidelines, stop wasting your time. Take control of your dating life today. Click on the first link in the description below and get access right away. All right, this segues nicely into point number 3, which is know that you're gonna have to work for it. Now, dating apps are not wish-granting machines. They are marketing platforms and you are the product. And however you decide to put yourself out there, you're gonna have to stand out. You'll need effort, patience, and thick skin. So if you're not ready to send a message first, deal with very awkward silences, or face rejection, I would hold off on the dating apps for a little while. Number 4, do a confidence check, not an ego check. Now this one is really important. If you are currently feeling like absolute shit about yourself, dating is not gonna help. Chances are it's probably gonna make it worse. Dating apps are brutal and rejection is very common. So you need to do a self-check with yourself and ask yourself, am I in a good place emotionally? Can I handle not getting matches right away without spiraling into a whole like I'm lovable and nobody likes me kind of space? These are really important questions to ask yourself. Now again, speaking from personal experience, I remember meeting a guy online, handsome guy, super great, witty, banter. You know, we had a good flow going on back and forth. We had a little bit of deep talk. We had a little bit of funny talk. Honestly, ready to meet him. We set a date. And to be honest, I would have been like, I was ready to fuck him already in my mind. I didn't even meet the guy yet, but I was like, you know what? I'd be down if he's down. My mind was set. And you know what happened? An hour before we were supposed to meet, he sends me this long ass novel message saying, oh, I might be ruining a good thing here, but my ex called me today and told me about a movie, and then I started watching the movie and I got all sad and I was crying for hours, and now I just want to stuff my face and smoke weed and stay with my dog, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not in a good space. And oh my God, what else did he say? He says, I date just to distract myself, and I would have only, went out on a date with you to forget the fact that I'm sad, but I'm not in a good place and I'm so unlovable, right? Like just on and on and on. And I was like, okay, well, bro, like this is way too much for me. Specifically said no drama in my profile. Look, I get it, man. Breakups suck. They really do. But clearly this guy had issues and some unhealed trauma that he needed to work on. Wasn't feeling so great about himself. So being on a dating app in that headspace, and I know some of you are watching this right now and saying to yourselves, I'm in that headspace right now and I'm dating and I feel exactly like that. But I'm telling you, it doesn't work. It's not good unless, like I said at the beginning, you're honest about what you want and you put in your profile that you are going through an emotionally fucked up time, and it would be really great to connect with other emotionally fucked up people. And you guys could be soundboards for each other. You know what I mean? But anyways, this guy's confidence was like, shot. Okay, he even said, like, no one would want to be with me right now. I'm a piece of shit. Like, wow. And well, I'm not going to get into that because I'm not his therapist. But anyways, that being said, just check in with yourself and make sure that you are coming from a place of confidence going into online dating. Because as I said, this shit can be brutal. All right, last and not least is take care of your sexual health. It's not just about protecting yourself, it's about being responsible and respectful towards the people that you will be connecting with, especially if you're going online for casual sex. Because let's be honest, most people are going online for casual sex these days. I feel like it's most people's bios to say something like, I'm looking for something casual, but I'm open for the possibility of, it's everyone who's kind of looking for a relationship, but they're keeping their guard up just a little bit, by always saying like, I'm keeping it casual. Anyways, that's a whole other topic. But regular sexual health checkups show maturity, self-awareness, and willingness to have honest conversations. It can actually be a green flag when people bring this up in conversation. There ain't nothing weird about it. They're just taking care of their health and they want to make sure that you know that they're thinking about your protection as well. So if you are sexually active or you plan on being sexually active, getting tested isn't optional. It's about being a good partner even in the early stages of dating. Look, dating apps can work when prepared. But if you imagine that it's going to cure your loneliness or magically find the one while you're still stuck in a deep, deep rut, you may just be setting yourself up for disappointment, burnout, and heartbreak. So do the work and swipe with intention and not desperation. And there are so many resources that exist nowadays to help you in the areas that you struggle in. For example, this video. So if you like it, make sure to give it a like and a subscribe. And if you are challenged in the area of flirting and small talk, which is the area that the majority of my Patreon members have said that they struggled in, then you can definitely check out my girl Marnie from the Wing Girl Method and her science-backed flirting method called the F Formula, which will help you step up your A game when it comes to dating and give you the experiences with women that you deserve. So make sure that you click on the link in the description below. And if you do, remember that you are going to get a free exclusive preview of the F Formula. And if you decide to join the program, an extra 20% off. So you got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Je vous aime.